Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. Today's video we're going to be looking at MMTLP and news that FINRA and NextBridge hydrocarbons are in talks, potentially hopefully talking about a resolution, and we're also going to be looking at news with regard to Bernie Sanders coming on board in the MMTLP fight, and we're also going to be looking at ticker symbol SOUN, SoundHound, which has had some tremendous news and a great run in the market yesterday. So stay tuned for that. Before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from Bloomberg, we can see that Asian stocks are rallying as the tech earnings are showing significant gains. So the S&P has again reclaimed the 5,000 level. We did have a very difficult day of trading on the Tuesday, and so overall good news now. And the other thing I'd like to share with you is a huge day for earnings coming up with significant number of stocks due, including Coinbase, Trade Desk, Applied Materials, Roku, Digital Reality, Hyatt Hotels and many others. So let's have a look at news with regard to NextBridge hydrocarbons actively working with FINRA. So shout out here to Frank Ness, who posted the news, and he states here, official NextBridge hydrocarbons is now actively working to meet with FINRA. So what we can see here in terms of the news shared on February the 14th, 2024, that the company is actively working to meet with FINRA and the SEC to address investor concerns on MMTLP. So this is positive as far as I'm concerned. And a quotation from the company, it states here, there are hopes that the meeting can largely be devoted to discussing forward-looking and productive options for jointly addressing ongoing investor concerns. So as far as I'm concerned, the only and the biggest investor concern is resolution. That's what we want. Obviously the share count will help towards that, but I think the biggest need and the biggest concern right now for investors is give us a resolution, give it us quick. We want to be settled in terms of our significant losses that have happened. And obviously what Frank Ness has also stated quite rightly is saying that the MMTLP scandal has been recognised as one of the biggest Wall Street frauds of the decade, I would probably say ever. Let's now have a look at news of Bernie Sanders coming on board. So shout out here to Bradley, who responded to my post about yesterday's video where we looked at who is potentially going to pay us a settlement, and also more evidence of FINRA lies. So go ahead and check that previous video out. But what Bradley stated here in his post is, first of all, he stated here, huge win. We have won over the incredible ally of the people, Senator Bernie Sanders. Incredible and noteworthy is the fact that he has actually called out the hedge funds. He's called out of the Wall Street players, and he's also looking at flat out that they are engaging in illegal activities. So it certainly seems that Bernie is a friend of the retail, so that's positive, and he believes that this letter changes everything. So I do agree with him there. But let's have a look at the message from Bernie. So he's addressed it directly to Bradley. Thank you for contacting me regarding MMTLP and market manipulation. And the key thing that I've highlighted here from Bernie is what he stated with regard to, obviously the history is aware of the investigation going on and potentially the SEC not providing enough comments. But what he has stated, we must take a very hard look at the illegal activities and outrageous behavior with regard to the part of the hedge funds. Also couldn't agree with that. I think also the market makers behind the creation of it as well, and other Wall Street players, which we can include there. Wall Street should not have one set of rules for themselves and another set of rules for the main street investors. So we're talking about hedge funds. They should be on a level playing field. So as far as I'm concerned, the level playing field is retail investors take 100% loss of their investment and hedge funds take infinite loss. and that obviously did not happen. So please note that I will continue following developments in these instances of potential market manipulation as I push for fairer regulations on the stock market and Wall Street. So a great message here from Bernie, and he's also stated, please feel free to stay in touch about this. So I believe there may be other members of the community who have had a response from Bernie, but hopefully this is getting us another step closer to what we are looking for. And finally, I'd like to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol SOUN, also known as SoundHound AI, and this is a stock that has been covered a few times on the channel. It's also a stock that I've personally invested in, and I obviously shared this in the buy alert section of the Discord. And what we also do here is we looked at news with regard to Sound, and in terms of the other stock that's been covered recently on the channel, ticker symbol ARM, which was a recent IPO. We talked about obviously the 5 total positions of NVIDIA, which include ARM and also include SOUN. So Sound had a tremendous day yesterday. So we have a look at this in terms of the chart for the previous day. We can see here it's up in excess of 46%, and obviously in terms of the news that we look at, shout out here to Unusual Wales, who posted breaking news: NVIDIA have disclosed investments in ARM Holdings, ticker symbol ARM, SoundHound AI, which is the one we're just looking at now, SOUN. As well as that, they also looked at Humble and Recursion Pharmaceuticals. So that was the key news. In terms of other potential rumours, we could suggest that in the future going forward, we know AI is huge. We know that SoundHound are one of the leading voiced AI companies out there, so there is a rumour or potential in the future that NVIDIA could certainly buy the whole company out. And the other thing to note with regard to SoundHound, they are also the largest voice provider for restaurants in the US, I believe. So certainly a stock to watch for the long term. If you would like to get more stocks such as SOUN and ARM, you can certainly join us in the Discord. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.